All right. Well, the recent thing that I got into a debate with was about this NSA stuff using radio waves to get it to people's computers that do not have internet connections. And it's basically, you know, how this debate all started was I said I'm not impressed with the technology. Now this is with a group of friends that are very
privacy advocate,
phobic, on the extreme ends of things. And so I said, yeah, this is nothing new. I said the article goes on how they use spies to put these boards on a USB drive on the back of your computer or somewhere to connect with it, and then they are on their laptops and they're sending out the radio wave and getting the radio wave sent back to them to get data from your computer.
If it requires a physical device to be attached or planted into your computer, then warrant laws apply. If, on the other hand, it's the technology where, like, I mean, you want to make people really, really paranoid. I could have a satellite in orbit bouncing a laser beam off your window and hear everything that's going on in your apartment. And that is not violating the Fourth Amendment because I'm not actually going into your place or doing anything. I'm just taking advantage of the fact that the laws of physics make your window vibrate.
Here's how the debate dissolved, and it's kind of still going on. They misconstrued the words in this article that said spies install it in most cases. It says most cases. So the debate starts because, well, what does that mean? That they don't need the board, and so they're able to get data out of my computer just with radio waves? And I said, this is impossible. You cannot get data out of your computer with just radio waves by themselves. Well, how do you know? You don't know all the new technology that's out there. And I mean, how do you know? How do you know better than all these people and scientists and stuff?
Actually, I'm going to bring up an emerging technology in that has a privacy concern in what you're talking about.
No, but I'm just saying this is how this thing dissolves. So I'm just like, then please explain to me how by themselves radio waves can get, without any type of transceiving, shit out of your computer. But these people want me to actually accept, because of a philosophical point that they have that we can't possibly know everything, that radio waves can get data without the transceiving.
It would be more productive for me to hack into your computer and brood past your firewall and just access your files than to try and reverse engineer a way to radio wave them. However, one technology that's becoming cheaper and cheaper that I see in the next 20 years being in most consumer end electronic systems is nobody has liked the fact that we have cables. We're moving to all-in-one units and cableless systems. The reality is they have cableless monitor cables now, where your graphics card can transmit to your monitor using radio waves and the like. And that's becoming more and more commonplace for TV connectors. It's like we're doing all of this stuff over TCP and Bluetooth and mini network and radio network connection-like things. Now, we're trying to get rid of all the physical cables just for the ease of the consumer productness. And that technology has been available for about 15 years in a really reliable, stable package, but it's finally getting cheap enough that you can do high def and 4K in like a $20 to $50 package. When that technology is commonplace in your end consumer products and computers, yeah, I could sit outside your front porch with the same technology I used to hack Bluetooth from a mile away with a Bluetooth sniper rifle and just hack the radio wave frequencies buzzing out of your house and see everything that's going on. But that's not the way your computer works right now. Your computer uses physical cables. Why I can pick up an after echo off of what's going on with your monitor. The reality is I have to be right on top of it to do it. I can't be outside across the quad doing it. That's not the way the technology works. So you're right on that.
Well, no, now here's their new statement. I'm just, these are their words. I'm just saying science works like God. We never know exactly how it works. Now, Jesse, how the fuck do you want me to say?
Brain imploding, not
How do I respond to that? Science works like God.
I
never know exactly how it works.
I can see they were educated.
Go with this.
I can see they were educated in the American education system.
What the fuck, man? What? How would you respond? Where do I go with that? That's literally their argument at this point. Because I was like, well, just tell me the fucking science then. This is their thing. I'm just saying science works like God. We never know exactly how it works.
By nature of the fact that
we just find ways to implement it into our life. It's ever changing.
By nature of the fact that it's science, yes, we do know how it works. It's cause and effect. Otherwise, it's mysticism, pseudoism, pseudoscience. Pseudoscience is scientifically reproducible stuff that you don't have a clue what the actual mechanism. You know, some of the uncertainties and the more extreme elements of quantum physics, like, well, if I did this experiment, I get this result, but I don't understand what's going on in the lab. That is like what more study is needed. But that, wow.
I don't even know where to be. I don't know how to rationalize to answer.
Can I ask them what their IQ is?
I just don't want to be disrespectful. I mean, I know the guy. I just can't believe. I'm just saying science works like God. We never know exactly how it works.
They may not know how it works. What? Where are you having this argument with? Twitter?
An email.
An email? Oh God.
I gave up on it. I really. I don't know where to go with this.
Can they vote?
Yes.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Well, they happen to be libertarian.
That doesn't bode well for libertarians.
God, I'm just saying science works like God. We never know exactly how it works.
I think that just became the title of this podcast. Science works like God.
You need to do that. And have the viewers help me respond to this.
Oh man.
I need something succinct and just. I'm so exhausted too. This has been going on for about a day, and I'm pretty much done with it. I even ended it and said, like, can we just debate something else? This takes the cake, man.
That's like making my brain twitch now.
I mean, hey, is this really here? I mean, I don't, because hey, sorry, I don't know how it works, so I don't know anything that's happening in front of me. Nothing is reproducible. You know, I don't know where to go with this statement. This is.
Wow.
Science works like God.
Now, what I'm curious, though, getting back to the main topic on the NSA one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, son.
No, I'm trying to get back on the actual topic so my brain stops hurting. Thank you for sharing that algorithm, because now my brain is like trying to solve this.
Oh well.
You know, the NSA's mandate to become the United States secret police in the United States, NSA on you, is a little disturbing. Is this like the new Nixon age where, you know, they're going to basically do a bunch of illegal search and seizures and so on and everything else, and then 10 years from now we're going to decide all of it's illegal when the political climate changes? Because this stuff has happened 3 times before in U.S. history where, you know, they just went on mass spy raids and they didn't get warrants and they didn't disarm because they thought they had the authority. And then later, it was all overturned. As soon as the political climate changed, like, all of it was thrown out as being warrantless and so on and so forth. Do we think that's going to happen this go around, or do we think they're or because they're getting warrants in secret courts that we don't know about, it doesn't matter that we don't get to see the warrants?
No, I think we need to see the warrants. I hope it doesn't, you know. Here's the article. It's from it's New York Times. NSA devises radio pathway into computers, which honestly they're using old tech. Okay, it's quite ingenious to go back to older stuff, you know, to get into computers that are not connected. I mean, this is the thing. Let's see if I can find the phrase that says the National Security Agency has implemented software in nearly 100,000 computers around the world that allows the United States to conduct surveillance on those machines and can also create a digital highway for launching cyber attacks. While most of this software is inserted by gaining access to the computer networks, the NSA has increasingly made use of secret technology that enables it to enter and alter data in computers even if they are not connected to the internet, according to the NSA documents computer experts and American officials. The technology, which has been used by the agency since at least 2008, relies on covert channel of radio waves that can be transmitted from tiny circuit boards and USB cards inserted surreptitiously into computers. In some cases, they are sent to a briefcase-sized relay station that intelligence agencies can set up miles away from the target. The radio frequency technology has helped solve one of the biggest problems facing American intelligence agencies for years, getting into computers that adversaries and some American partners have tried to make impervious to spying or cyber attack. In most cases, the radio frequency hardware must be physically inserted by a spy, a manufacturer, or unwitting user. So there we go. I can resend this article to him. I don't see where it says most cases anymore in here. They must have updated it.
Well, this is also the reason why when you're dealing with more secret stuff, whether you're in the government or in a corporation or anywhere else, I don't know if you've ever had access to this level of security clearance anywhere, whether it's in the private sector or the government sector. But most of the time, you're not allowed to even boot up the machine on which certain files are unless you are in some type of Faraday cage. It's literally, there's like hardware in place to block this technology on uber secret stuff, where it doesn't matter if somebody has managed to get a radio wave bug like this in. Signals cannot leave where this thing is physically located.
Here's his response. I told him, I said, I said, a radio wave is a radio wave. He said, so these cannot change, just like the world has not changed. If an electric device gives off a signature at all, then there is a way to tap into it. What the fuck? Well, that's not a fucking radio wave.
But it is a wave.
It's a wave, but yeah, I know what he's getting at. He told me that the EMI given off by computers is a way to get at data. So I'm basically asking him, okay, you're telling me the current and voltage that's passing from our outlet walls into the computer is how we're going to get data.
If you have sufficient technology and you're sufficiently creative, I mean, technically I could hack your brain bit with the right translation algorithm.
Yeah, but you would then need something installed still in the computer to do that. You would still need a translation to do that. Something has to read it.
Yeah.
Something has to read it.
Like I said, I think I'd have better bets bouncing a laser beam off your window. I really do. Or better yet, I have a better idea on how to spy on you. Rather than try and figure out all these waves and figure out the translation matrix, how about I just land an artificial mosquito on your back while you're walking into your house and fly it up into the corner and just spy on you. That they can do. They have those. Why bother to invent science fiction when the real technology is so much more practical. Just use a drone. It's easier. That actually creeped me out that they have those. Have you seen those?
No.
They have fake mosquitoes.
Oh, no, I haven't seen those. You mean like I haven't seen no, I don't think so. You like a robot, kind of like what they had in The Fifth Element with a cockroach computer?
No. You have to see it zoomed up about 1,000 times to realize that it is not a mosquito. It is a robot mosquito. It's one of the drones that they have.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow, that has interesting implications. I'm never going to look at mosquitoes the same way again. It's not science fiction, it exists. Not like they've made a mosquito remote control, they built a robotic mosquito. And it's only about 108% the size of a normal mosquito. So it really, at a glance, it's largely indistinguishable. Kind of creepy. I'd be more worried about that than I would the radio frequency, than I would the waves coming off my computers here.
Yeah. Okay, so here's how I'm going to answer them. I said, well, those aren't radio waves. But I said, in the world of the unknown, I am sure perhaps with something installed in the computer to read the EMs, it would need to be pretty close to do so as possible. I don't know what else to tell. I don't know. I was like, okay, you would need some. Oh wow. He's literally saying, the electromagnetism given off by typical voltage will have some sort of pattern, I guess, to read to get your data, which is.
Assuming you have a proper translation matrix and a large enough booster, yes. A bit, by the way, that's the mosquito.
I bet you can figure out hard drive. I don't know. I'm sure there's ways of figuring out hard drive something or other.
Oh yeah.
It's not radio waves.
No,
it's science fiction tech, which you could speculate all day. I don't know.
By the way, Ben, if you were wondering what I meant on the mosquito, there's a picture of it.
Oh, let me see.
This is real. It exists.
Oh, let's see here. Jeez, that is kick-ass.
It's creepy in how it could be used, but it's kind of cool tech.
That is fucking cool.
I mean, literally, you'd have
I'm gonna send him this.
You want to really make him paranoid, don't you? He's like, they just use this against you. Oh, we can. I mean, we are living in the fucking future now. Both the good and bad. It's just we got 3D printers that'll be printing buildings in less than 20 years. It's not long before you'll be able to manufacture just about everything you need at the local reclamation distro.
Yeah.
And we have what was the Fifth Element? 25th, 29th? I can't remember what century the Fifth Element was in.
Fifth Element was in 2000. I love that mosquito thing. That's neat. That is really cool. So this is real, huh?
Yeah. There's a couple
is that a battery on the middle?
Yeah, I mean they can't make. It's got limitations. It doesn't look exactly like a mosquito. There's a couple.
Oh, sure, that's pretty fucking close.
There's a couple of models.
Do you know how small that is?
Yes, I know. I was surprised.
Sure, it's not photoshopped.
It's It's got very limited range. They're very fragile. They're
very fragile.
They're a toy of the Air Force.
That is neat.
They're an Air Force toy.
Do you have an article on this?
Hold on.
That's pretty neat. Robot mosquito. Wow.
I just did an image search to find the one that was sent to me. I'll have to find the source article. I'll post it in the show notes. Yeah, it's an Air Force drone. The Air Force is who's in charge of those.
Okay, here it is from Snopes. It's okay. Photograph shows an insect spy drone that can take photographs of DNA.
They're not in production run yet. They're in prototype stage, so don't worry about these flying around right now.
Snopes says it's a mixture. Okay, so is this a mosquito? No, it's an insect spy drone for a variety of blah blah blah. Remotely controlled and equipped. Origins. One of the current areas of research reportedly being undertaken in the scientific military field is development for micro air vehicles, MAVs. Wow.
And there's like 4 versions of this. It's not known which one they'll put in production.
All right, the one that they're having here is a conceptual mock-up of a design.
Right. The ones that are more in line with are actually ever so slightly fatter. They're about, I said 108 to 150% that size. They can't quite get them quite that small yet, but at least not be stable. But they're damn close. So I mean, expect that in the next 1 or 2 runs of them doing these. This is basically they haven't finished making them strong enough yet.
That's pretty neat, dude. That is really cool. That's impressive.
The ones that are 100% stable are about 200% that size. So they're more like gnats than mosquito. They're more like the buzz gnat.
Oh thing. Yeah, I see that the ones that the Air Force in production are much bigger.
They're about 2 to 3 times that size. So they're more like the gnat fly thing.
No, they're much bigger. I mean, the ones I'm seeing here from the Air Force are pretty big. Let's see. Well, let's see. What is this one? Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to, the internet's skewed shit. Let's see. All right, I don't want to see commercials. Oh, this is a digital thing. I want to see an actual one. People will be communicated. No. Give me a real one. Okay, here. Oh, they're like a little. I have one that size. It's a helicopter size.
They have one smaller than that.
Well, this helicopter's pretty small.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here's one. That's pretty neat. Okay, I'm looking on some of the Google images. There's one a little bit larger than a penny. This one looks kind of neat.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a real short distance one. It's on the tip of a finger. Hey, that's pretty neat right here.
Like I said, right now the stable ones are between dime size and quarter size. They're getting them down to where they can get them half penny, half dime size.
Wow. Yeah, this is neat, dude.
I mean, really, it's a few more runs of the silicon and just spending the production run on the.
Dude, once we get to here, and we're almost here. Our world is.
Yeah, like I told you, it's like I would be more worried about this technology than what your person would.
Everything is so video. But you know what's sad is that most of the world loves to video themselves anyway. Put themselves on YouTube.
No, that's the thing. Like, that's the running joke right now. Well, we don't have to spy on Americans anymore. They do it for us with Facebook and YouTube, and they do. That's just my girlfriend. By the way, that's the other development that happened with me. I actually got really serious with a girl, but she wonders why I don't want everything freaking given out on social networks and everything. I'm like, because.
Oh no, she's a social net. Oh.
Yeah, and I'm like, she won't publish anything about me without my permission, but she's like, who are you hiding from? I'm like, I am not giving that information out voluntarily. You have to.
I hate that. What is it? I hate that. They ask you that like it's the norm.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you want people to know everything about you?
I'm like, because.
And that's like totally foreign to them.
I know.
What the fuck, man?
It's called I'm in IT, and I know how much you can do with nothing more than a name and an address.
I mean, they ask you, what? I don't want to hide stuff.
And you know what? My response to that would be because the U.S. Constitution has a Fifth Amendment.
Just, wow. Yeah, I bet you just grind your teeth a little bit when she said.
I do, just a little bit. But I think I love her, so yeah.